Hi Libra, the Awakened Dreamer here to give you a bonus tarot reading. For whatever reason, when getting ready this morning, just felt sort of drawn to, guided to do this for you. There's something that needs to come out, okay? Something you need to hear at this time. But so anyways, keep in mind this is general, so just take what resonates and don't stress over what doesn't as we move forward with the reading. But thank you so much for joining me, and let's aim down and pull the cards, all right? Alrighty, I think we're going to begin by pulling an Angel Answers card. This could definitely end up being about love. For Libra, what do we have for my lovely Librans? As one of my lovely followers, subscribers mentioned, my Libra game. Within the next few months, I see a commitment taking place for you, Libra. How exciting. When this offer comes in, you're going to need to say yes. It's a push from the divine because it's divinely guided. I can already tell you right off the bat, this is a love offer. New love for Libra. Okay. So we also have, no, we're not going to take these. We'll just stick with the one for now, but they're reminding you all the meanwhile that you're ready. It may feel like you've been sort of waiting for this situation for a while, even though you didn't know that it was this individual, right? It could feel kind of out of the blue, or you maybe just met them recently, but they're saying you're ready, all right? And in the next few months, this commitment's coming. You could sort of be dating them up until this point before a commitment comes to be or transpires, but I do feel like for some of you, just met them very, very recently. But either way, get ready, Libra. A couple months. Nice. Or a few months. So let's continue and pull some tarot. Let's use the Light Seers deck. Bear with me as I struggle. Let's do some shuffling. What do we have for Libra in regards to this connection? In regards to new love. That is what we're focusing on. Alright, so right off the bat, I can tell you they recognize you from your online presence or your presence within a business, your success. You're gaining a level of praise. And I feel like it's not even just coming from them and they just see you as a crowd pleaser or just someone who knows what they're doing, whatever you are pursuing at this time or making your way towards. Okay, I think we're going to pull 6. Alrighty. So as you can see, we have the 6 out. There is a level of secrecy, or you could find that you're going to keep this connection on the down low from your family or friends in the beginning, not wanting it to be overcomplicated or for them to want to see pictures and ask questions, and you just trying to figure it out and go with the flow. Like, let's not, I'm hearing expect the worst, but let's not, maybe not expect the worst when it comes to when certain people find out, but also, or get involved, but also don't expect the worst when it comes to the connection, right? Moving forward, because I do feel like you are manifesting the success of this connection in a lot of ways. You maybe, for some of you, do truly feel deep down that you manifested this person coming in, but the divine spirit would love, or is more requesting a level of credit when it comes to this connection, given they did sort of guide this, the two of you to come together, all right? But you're going to be keeping it on the down low in the beginning to sort of keep it more simplistic, to see where things go, not wanting to kind of put too much of a spotlight on it, but you might find that people figure it out either way. For whatever reason, there might be certain facts about you or even about them that aren't shared right off the bat. It's healthy, trust it. Not everything needs to be sort of put on the table right off the bat in order for things to move forward in a successful manner. Six of Wands. I feel they need to say that they could potentially be empathic. That keeps coming up. But so in this connection, again, it's stemming from a level of high honor, praise, them just seeing you in a positive light, or even vice versa. You could find that it's a sort of calming, what I'm getting from this fire, a calming, passionate kind of connection where you ground each other but get excited when you talk to each other on the phone or when you text, when you text, when you just talk to each other in general, or when you think about sort of getting together with them. It's somebody that will treat you right in a lot of ways. Now, whether you're the individual that will be sort of taken out and treated in that manner, you know, feeling more of the feminine figure in the situation, or whether you're the masculine figure or just the individual who wants to sort of take care of them. It feels like it's one or the other. You know, there's one person in that connection, and for a lot of you, it's this person who's coming in that just wants to treat you right, wants to make you remember that you're meant to be in the spotlight, that you're a star. Wow, Libra, and I totally agree. There's a reason why I love Libra readings. But with the Queen of Pentacles, there's just a calm, cool, and collected, mature, somewhat grounded presence about you that they are very drawn to. This is coming through as your energy. And even if you're the masculine in the situation watching this, it just feels like you are very in touch with your feminine side. Okay? This is most definitely your wish fulfillment. Queen of Pentacles. I don't know why I feel I need to clarify this one. It's going to move quite slowly in the beginning, right? Due to certain obstacles or certain changes that still need to come to be. It might feel like one, if not both of you, sort of are a little bit all over the place in your life. Please don't take that offensively. Not sort of completely content where you are at this time. And so certain changes need to take place in order for you to settle down or to be ready for a connection to 100% kind of take place or move into a committed stage. And they're reminding you that this individual is going to come in slowly, but in a passionate manner, in a grounded sort of, it's not going to feel like too much, and it's going to be part of what you need. And this divine spirit realizes that that's what you need at this time. A connection that sort of pours abundance into your cup, allows for it to overflow in a healthy manner, but doesn't overwhelm you in the beginning. Because I feel like some of you could potentially be scared away or just overwhelmed with all the other situations and stress you have going on in your life, right? Now, and so a lot of you need to, we're drawn to this video, this reading, to so you can remember that the slow pace of things in the beginning is a blessing. And some of you, a blessing in disguise, if you want to think of it that way, right? It's like it doesn't need to move super quick in the beginning for it to be successful. It feels like it's one that will last. It's going to vary how long, obviously case to case, but for some of you, it's a lifetime connection. Three of Swords, and I just feel like there's a level of heartbreak and healing that hasn't fully taken place. They're going to heal you. And it feels like you'll also heal them all the meanwhile. It's like just when you feel the most heartbroken, or you just are pushed to reflect on the past heartbreak or the people that treated you wrong in the past, they swoop in and just bring you a level of happiness. It's this completion of your struggles, your heartbreak in the category of love and romance. And it's because of their presence, their courtship is what I'm hearing. Wow. Or again, it could be your courtship, but it just feels like the connection in general is going to sort of in a beautiful way wrap up, complete that heartbreak, that, and allow that healing process to continue or to start. Just wrap it up with a bow. And it's like, yes, Libra, yes, this is beautiful. You know, I'm seeing it being a very mature connection, but with a hint of a very youthful sort of glowing kind of vibe. Nice. 10 of Cups. And so to begin the second half of the spread, it just feels like this person will feel like you're happily ever after. Some of you might even think about starting a family or just moving in together. You know, you might find that as that connection moves a bit slowly, you both kind of without meaning to are thinking very far ahead, expecting the worst, but then expecting the best. So someone might actually go back and forth, but it just feels like the life you guys begin to or trying to manifest together will gain a lot of attention. All right, they might actually wonder if the attention you receive in the public eye in one way, shape, or form, this is for some of you, will affect that happily ever after that you desire, or if it will add to it. Interesting. But it's a very sort of colorful connection, but grounded all the meanwhile, once again, feeling like they just help you glow. And it's like, I'm kind of feeling that you don't need that help, but you welcome it in all the meanwhile. Nice. I do see a happy life ahead of the two of you together if you so choose to take it that far. But again, that commitment begins in a few months, and you're reminded once again you're very much ready for it. But it feels like your life is going through a death and rebirth, and theirs is as well. And so it's this sort of, we're coming together in the midst of this slightly chaotic but kind of all over the place period of our lives. Remember, I mentioned that already. But look, you might feel a bit sort of secretive or closed off as you begin the connection or move, forward with them, and even them somewhat too. And it has a lot to do with your past dating, right? For both of you, I feel. But there's this level of glow from the inside out that takes place when you speak to them, go out with them, you just interact with them. I feel a very complimentary vibe coming through. The moon, there's an underlying focus on secrecy. Okay, why do you feel the need to keep things so secretive when you're communicating, when messages are coming and going? Because you feel as if you don't want to ruin it, or you feel as if certain things shouldn't come out onto the table that early on in a connection, right? Fair enough. I mean, at the same time, some of you Libras might have multiple options. It did see the Seven of Cups in my mind's eye earlier on in the reading, and you might have to leave a person or several options behind to commit or just to solely focus on this connection. With the Eight of Cups, don't feel bad for doing what's right for you. Do not feel bad. All right? This is falling onto the Ten of Cups. We're moving back. Keeping that secretive. Sorry, they wanted me to clarify this earlier on before I moved on to the Death and Rebirth card. But it feels like you're both keeping it quite secret as to what you're thinking about when it comes to the future. But it feels like a connection where you will be open to discuss traveling the world, where you'd want to move and this and that. But it's not so obvious that you are both speaking upon potentially or thinking potentially of starting a life with them elsewhere or where you're discussing. Does that make sense? If for some of you, this family or this life you end up starting to build together will be sort of kept on the down low until it kind of comes to be. You may feel like certain people might try to hold you back or not be 100% supportive. And so it's one of these situations where you might actually just move in with them down the line well after this commitment begins, a few months in. But, and then you'll just kind of surprise people and be like, ta-da, we moved in together, or we just moved to a different state or a different county. Sorry that we didn't update you, but it just feels like this sort of secrecy that feels purposeful, right? It does feel like you kind of, it's like the two of you against the world, or you just kind of are deciding things together and not feeling like everybody and needs to have their input sliding into the connection or the decisions, right? Or doesn't need those updates once again. Wow. Knight of Swords. I just saw 1414 on the timestamp. That might be of significance to your connection, the angel number, if you want to look up that meaning. But let's clarify this Knight of Swords. This is coming through as traveling. All right, the two of you are going to travel to a certain extent. I feel like this may have come up in a past money and career read for you, but I feel like somebody needs to travel for work, or maybe one of you desires to travel for work, to have that sort of freedom. It just feels like, look at our energy coming out because I'm a Leo, Libra, Libra. You're just getting a level of justice with this connection as things fall into places. I'm hearing 10 reasons to celebrate within this connection alone. It just feels like you are getting what you deserve in a lot of beautiful ways, and vice versa, as is this individual. It feels like you are both each other's wish fulfillment, and it doesn't feel overly complicated, even though it probably should, with all of the decisions and things feeling a little bit all over the place. And you could feel like you're very different people, but have certain big commonalities that you wouldn't expect from meeting someone right off the bat. Right? I feel like it's a very spiritually connected union, to say the least. You're going to learn more and more about this individual who's very stable financially, it feels like. And it's just going to leave you in awe. You're going to find them you're going to admire them, to say the least. And it feels like they sort of admire you more so in the beginning, and initiate that, admiring kind of emotion surfacing around the connection, or flying around the connection, weird wording, but it just feels like you end up seeing them in this very, very successful, grounded light. When you guys start to learn more and more about each other after you get this commitment off the ground, it just feels like you have so much respect for each other, and that just enhances the connection. You're going to learn more about their past heartbreak, and it will just make you want to cry, but also it will just remind you why you were brought together to heal each other without even like trying, right? It feels like they heal you through compliments while you heal them by just being you. It feels like your energy, or that could be more vice versa, but it just feels like a very healing connection, while your vibes separately and together heal others in a lot of ways that might have a lot to do with the Six of Wands. There is just a level of anxiety that may stem from one of you, for a lot of different reasons, and it may not have to do with the connection, but all the meanwhile, it just feels like they maybe stress over certain decisions they have to make moving forward, but it just feels like both of you will be deciding a lot together as you build a beautiful life in one way, shape, or form. A lot of leaps of faith, all right, to take place moving forward. It's a connection that is just meant to be, and once again, divinely guided. Don't forget, Libra, excuse me, you are so damn ready, and as are they. All right, beautiful reading. Let's actually finish up with a Moonology card for Libra for this new love. Communication is key. Believe in the impossible, and the energy is gaining momentum. Nice. So you're being reminded, I can't believe this didn't come up, that communicating with them is key, right? Expressing how you truly feel early on in the game so that you kind of initiate that habit, that form of communication moving forward, so it doesn't feel like it's happening too late where it's a bit awkward to implement it. And just reminding you that this is somebody you can express yourself with. You don't have to hide when you're feeling a certain kind of way, because they're probably given you guys are very energetically connected at the very least. They're probably feeling in a similar way, or were a few days ago. Does that make sense? So remember to believe in the impossible, right? When it comes to building a life together, just the success of this connection. And the energy is going to gain so much momentum as you move forward, as you both just get excited about the success, the possibilities, about traveling and just experiencing new things together, and just viewing this connection, a push to view it as a beautiful, exciting, but grounded, mature adventure. Wow. I love this. Absolutely so damn happy for you, Libra. I hope this was helpful once again. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't done so already. Wishing you nothing but luck with this connection, and I'll see you next time. Bye, Libra.